Today I'd like to show you how to set up a community on Stan Store. So my name's Chris, I'm a full-time content creator, and this is going to be a full step-by-step tutorial guide on how to add a community to your Stan Store. So this is a somewhat new feature. What I'm going to do is just jump right into it here. And to give you guys a glimpse, this is my Stan Store right here. And I've recently transitioned everything over to Stan Store, and just because everything is all in one, and I had courses on Teachable and Thinkific, and I was spending hundreds of dollars a month, but now I've transitioned and migrated everything over to Stan Store, and now, the whole goal of being a content creator is to have as many things as possible to be able to sell and be available to your viewers, right? So this is my Stan Store, just to give you a little glimpse of what I'm trying to do here. And I think a community would be a really great start, you know what I mean? So step number one on how to set up a community in your Stan Store is to go to your Stan Store. And if you haven't signed up yet, you're going to have to sign up. Consider using my affiliate link in the description to get a free trial, which is really cool. And then once you're in the dashboard, step number two would be to click on My Store here, and you're going to see all your features and products that you've added to your store. Then step number three is going to be to click on Add a Product, right? Because that's what we need to add. And then what we need to do here is, as you can see here, these are all the things that we can add to your Stan Store. You can do emails, you can collect emails, you can do coaching calls, e-courses, webinars. There's tons of different things. Digital products is probably the most popular, but there's this community feature now. See, it says host a free or paid community. So that's what we want to click here. So we're going to add that. And what's cool here is at the entire creation process of your community in the Stan Store dashboard here, you can see like a little preview here on the right hand side. This is kind of going to show you what it's going to look like on your Stan Store, like as you build it, which is really cool. Like if I click on this course here I have on my Stan Store, it kind of gives you a glimpse of that. And that same thing is right here in the previewer. So keep an eye on that. And what it's going to do is just going to kind of walk you through on this setup process. So we have to pick a style first of what we want the button to look like. You can do the button feature, you can do the call out feature. I kind of tend to like the call out because it gives a little preview of a description. This is what it looks like here, that style. And then what we need to do here is add an image. You can do a custom image. And I'm just going to leave this like this, but all you do is click on choose image, and you need to create a custom 400 by 400 JPEG or PNG. And you can tell I customized it for my courses and all that stuff here. I think it's really crucial to kind of like have something kind of customized. What I would probably do is create an image that kind of conveys something to do with community, And then what you want to do here is you want to add a title to the community. It says, come join my community. You could add, join the tribe, or just something kind of thoughtful and something that aligns with your audience. And then what you can do is have a subtitle. That's what goes underneath it, Get exclusive benefits in the community, or just something along those lines. Then you can choose the text of what goes on the community. I'll just do join now. I'll just do it in caps, and you can customize this stuff to your liking. And then the next step, what we want to do here is we want to click on next, and it's going to walk us through the next screen. And as you can see here, our sales page, or I guess our checkout page, is essentially coming together. And I would advise you to put some real thought into this because, it's kind of like a course. When someone clicks on the course or your community to join, they want to get a glimpse on why they should join, So like put some emphasis on this. I highly suggest that you use AI. I tend to use ChatGPT for a lot of this stuff, and we probably will get to that as well. Then you can choose a banner image on your checkout page. You can choose this, and you can do getting Canva, create something custom. That has to be 1920 by 1080, just so you're aware, on the PNG or JPEG. And then the title is already chosen, but now we need a description body. And, my advice to you would be to give exactly some tidbits on what they're getting in your community. You know what I mean? Go to ChatGPT. What I do is I installed the plugin where you can just talk to ChatGPT, the text to words plugin or whatever it is. So watch this. Click it. Hey, can you help me with some sales copy for my paid community based on content creators? And give a small glimpse of what they're getting in the community. Then click on sending that. I think we only get a limit of 500 words or something like that. So yeah, then it's just going to start creating this. If you're serious about growing your brand or making real money online, blah, 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 these are the things you'll get. And then you could just copy and paste that. That's what I'll do. Just copy that and then bring it over to the description body. Paste. And then as you can see, like, it looks good. I would maybe remove the emojis just because it feels like ChatGPT wrote it. People are kind of learning that, like, ChatGPT is getting so out of hand with emojis. It's crazy. And then what we're going to do here, I'm going to shrink my face a little so we can see this preview because this is huge. Then it says bottom title, join my community. And you can edit all of this stuff. So it just walks you through. I highly advise you put a lot of thought into it. Then you can choose your price. You can do payment plans, subscriptions. You can add a discount price. Then collect info. I highly suggest you do this. You can also add other fields. So if you click on add field, you can do phone number, multiple choice, drop down boxes, check boxes, etc. And then click next. And then now what we need to do is we need to start our community. We need to create it. So we'll just click on create. And then it's going to open the previewer. And what's really cool here is this is really easy for us to edit. See, if you hover over the banner image, you can click on edit here. I just created this, and you can click on the little markers to kind of like edit this, say like this about section. You can edit the description and everything. I've already pasted this from ChatGPT. The creator circle is a private space for content creators. And the reason I already have this in here is because I'm already creating this. You know, I had ChatGPT help me. I had it create a first post for me. You know, I highly suggest that like you get in here and create, you know, the community so that it looks like someone's been in here, you know, and active for the last like 40 days and just like give out info. Because if I'm a new member to your community, I just got done paying, I want what I came here to get. So like, don't forget that. Like, when you offer a product like this, especially when it's a paid community, like you need to be offering like things, give away everything to your purchasers. Is that a word, purchasers? And then you can click on resources. Essentially, just start clicking around and get a feel for everything you're going to need to be adding. I highly suggest you add tons of resources. The secret sauce to this, to getting people to continue to pay, is to have so many things in here that they don't have enough time to get to it all, and they feel like if they exit, they need to come back. And there's just so much, especially if they're paying. Because even though you think $10 a month isn't a lot of money, but to pay for something like this, the goal is to have them kind of get on that monthly recurring revenue so that they forget about it. You know what I mean? Have so much crap in here, info and tidbits, that like they need to come back and be like, whoo, I feel like I got my money's worth. You know what I mean? And all you have to do is just click on the plus button and then just start adding resources. And again, if you need help, lean on ChatGPT big time. Literally just ask ChatGPT, hey, I need a bunch of resources. Give me 50 resource ideas, and then create each of them and just go in here and put in the time. That's what I'm going to do. So this could be really cool. And then the about, do upcoming webinars. You could do helpful links. You could link to your courses over here. All you have to do is click on here to add them. You know, if you have courses, other socials, maybe if you wanted to do like a forum. Well, I guess not a forum. A forum would be stupid because you're getting people away from that. And then it's real simple, but this works really good. And you need to like, this is how to create a community on StanStore. It's extremely simple, and that's why I love StanStore, guys. And if you're on the fence about signing up for StanStore, consider using my affiliate link in the description to get a free trial, which is really helpful to just kind of try and get your feet wet. You can cancel at any point. And again, if you have any comments, hit me up down below. I am a normal person. I'm a full-time content creator. And don't be afraid to join my stuff. You know, like I have courses. I'm a full-time content creator. I live and breathe video. I've been doing this for over 10 years. And I've done it all pretty much as far as video goes and content creation. All right, guys, I'm going to quit blabbing here. This is how to create a community on StanStore, a beginner's tutorial guide on how to create a community on StanStore. All right, later, guys.